What's up guys, Nate Wachowski, the Warrior Athlete, mywarriorlifestyle.com. It's the beginning of January here in Boston, getting a little cold, but it's around the same time that I would be getting ready for my baseball season that would begin the first weekend in February. And every year around this time, I always reminisce a little bit on the good old days of playing baseball. I was a 4-year Division II collegiate baseball player. You know, baseball was my life and was a big reason why I got into Bentley University. You know, probably without it, I would have probably ended up in a Division III school, playing in a terrible league, probably getting a piss poor education as well. When I was taking BP for the last time in my baseball career, I don't even think I could grip the bat the right way because of how nervous I was. It wasn't even a big game or anything, but I was just so jittery because I knew that that was it. All the hard work that I put in and day out, it was over. And it really just smacked me in the face that day. You see, I was never the biggest kid on the team. I never threw the hardest, ran the fastest, or even had the best average. My biggest assets were my leadership skills, my hard work ethic, and the ability to get my team in the right mindset to be their best. Now don't get me wrong, I didn't suck. I'm 4th all time in history at Bentley University for games played, and I probably played almost every single game from my sophomore year on, but I just was never good enough to make it to the next level. Would I say I have regrets? Maybe a little, but nothing that would keep me up at night. All I did was make sure I worked hard, showed up every single day, and went all out every time I touched the field. With that being said, there are a lot of things that I learned after my career that would have helped me a lot, and even might have helped me to achieve the ultimate goal of having a shot to play in the MLB, and that's what I want to share with you today. The first is to never compare yourself to other people. I got caught up in the stats a lot. I'm a competitive dude, what can I say? But I wanted to be the best, and I wanted other people to recognize that I was the best. I would be checking my stats to see what I had to do in the next 10 at-bats in order to get to a 300 batting average. I would even compare myself to other players on the team just to see where I lined up. I took it as far as checking every third baseman's stats in the league, looking at their batting average, slugging percentage, and fielding percentage, and seeing where I was compared to them. The whole time I was just sizing myself up against everyone else, and what that did, it detached me from focusing on the things that I need to do in order to get better. I'm the only one in control of my game, and I need to work hard every single day in order to get myself better. Getting caught up in comparing yourself to other players can really hurt your development, and it can really mess up your approach and mindset. If I knew then what I know now, I would tell myself to never compare yourself to other players. The second thing is to have a better relationship with practice. When I was a sophomore and I made the transition from second base to third base, I was pissed. I loved second base. I loved the middle infield. It's what I knew. And we were headed down to U Tampa to play the #1 ranked Division II baseball school, and it was my first game at third base. It went terrible. It went so bad that the next morning, my coach came up to me and told me to go to a doctor and get checked for the polio disease. From that day on, I worked my ass off every single day to be the best defensive third baseman in the country. I knew that in order for me to perform well in the game, I need to be better at practice. I need to treat every ground ball as if it was a playoff situation. I need to love practice and change my mindset about it. Practice is the only place where you have to get better. It is not the game where you should be thinking about your first step or keeping your eye on the ball. That's why we practice. We practice in order to get ourselves ready for the game, so when the ball is hit down the line with a man on second, you know exactly where to be to get that guy out and keep him from scoring. Develop a different mindset when it comes to practice. It is probably the single most important thing that you can do in your career. Practice is so important because it helps you focus and work hard on the things that you suck at, so they become things that you are better at. If I knew then what I know now, I would have a different relationship with practice. The third thing is to not be a little cocky sometimes. Now, I don't mean with all the accessories and the bat flips when you hit balls out of the park. What I mean is keep it fun, keep it loose, and don't be afraid to show it off every once in a while just so people know you're still there. The perfect player that I can use as an example is Pedro Martinez. He had so much finesse on the mound. An absolute artiste out there. But every so often, when he wanted to make himself known, he would throw one at about 97 that would be by you so fast that it'd be back in his glove before you could even turn around to head back to the dugout. Show yourself off every once in a while. When you get a hard hit grounder to you at short, take an extra glove tap or sling it over to first base to get the guy by 5 steps instead of a half step. Make your presence known when you're on the field and be loud. Talk it up. Talk some shit to the other team. Whatever you have to do to tell the other team, hey, I'm here and I'm here to win. And I know there's a time and a place for everything, but if I knew then what I know now, I would be a cocky motherfucker. The fourth and final thing is to be grateful. Now, I'm not trying to get all motivational on you or anything like that, but some guys just don't get to play. It doesn't matter what sport you play or at what level you play at, some guys are just not good enough. So if you get the chance to put on the team's jersey every single game, be grateful for that. I have seen too many players going through the motions during the games or not taking practice too seriously. And you know what that shows me? It shows me that they just do not care and they would much rather be doing something else with their time. If you are one of the lucky ones to play sports, take full advantage of it. When I was in high school, my #1 goal was to play varsity hockey. I sucked at hockey, but I got my chance as a senior. Every day after school, when I stepped into the locker room, I was into it. There was nothing else, no place I would rather be than at practice with the boys playing hockey. I feel like I was on a college hockey team with the amount of soon-to-be college players that I got to play with. I didn't even play that much, but I made the best of every single moment. In practice, in the locker room, even before the games during warm-ups. I was just so grateful of the opportunity to even sit in the varsity locker room and put on that jersey because I knew there was so many kids at the school that wished that they could do the same. If I knew then what I know now, I would make every moment count. So there you got it. 4 things that I would tell my younger self. And like I said before, I don't have any regret, but there are a few things that I think I could have done a little bit better. And the reason why I'm telling you these things is because I know what happens. I've been through it. It goes quick. All of a sudden it's over. And then you look back on your career and you wish you'd done these things. But if you can implement some of these things, working hard, having a different relationship with practice, being in the moment, I think you'll have a much better career and have a lot more success and be able to reach those goals that you want to reach. Head over to the website, mywarriorlifestyle.com for all the blog posts. Make sure, like the video, it really helps the channel. And also subscribe so you can get updates when new videos are being posted every single week. See you guys next time.